Here we are at the Great Britain Pavilion. Mike Nelson's work has been getting a lot of press, and usually there's a queue, but I'm first person in line. So in we go. Let's go see what all of the hubbub is all about. Chandeliers, broken chandelier. This is the Turkish toilet that everyone was talking about. Very fancy. It's kind of what my bathroom was like in the first place I stayed in Venice this time. Every detail down to the light switches. Cool door. I wonder where he got these doors.
Hello.
Hi.
You can go up this way first if you like.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. Ooh, very skinny stairs. Here we are in a room with a bed frame. And what looks like, I can't really see, like a sprinkler system? Anyway, what was I saying? It reminds me of when I was in Ballroom Marfa, and then Deitch had the same guys do the piece where it was like a meth lab that they had created. So, here we are in another room. Sort of stove with some axes. Makeshift table with milk crates. Wood shop. Wow, he's even built this courtyard with satellite dishes. Some sort of rucksack. This is really amazing. All the details that went in to make it look like a rundown place in shambles.
So that's where you came in?
Yeah. Very cool. Man, did I pick the right day to come. Rainy and kind of miserable. Here we are at the US Pavilion. No line. Gloria. And in we go. There are no performances right now. We'll have to come back. Some sort of statue in a tanning bed. Airline seats. Ooh, large organ. I wonder if it plays music when performances are going on. Algorithm, it's called. Oh, this is the ATM machine. The actually working ATM machine, from what I've been told. It looks like it's all closed up. So perhaps, oh no, right here. My bad. So just in case you need some cash money. I suppose if you take out cash that it starts playing, which would be very cool, but I'm not taking out any cash, sorry. Low on that situation right now. Another airplane bed. Quite soiled from all the acrobatics going on. And then half mast, full mast. It's a silent film, 21 minutes. Half mast, full mast. Okay. Oh, I see. The guy's going to be... It's quite clever. Here we are in the Israel Pavilion. Sigalit Landau is the artist. She's fantastic. She had a piece in MoMA a couple of years ago, which is a video of her floating with watermelons in the Dead Sea. This piece is she encrusted shoes with salt crystals by suspending them in the waters of the Dead Sea, and then she took them to a frozen lake in the middle of Europe and put them on the ice, and each shoe eventually melts a big hole into the ice. So they are slowly falling down. Here we are in the Brazilian pavilion, and I'll get the artist's name in a second, but a la Tracy Emin's My Bed, the artist actually lived in this space. Let's get the artist's name. I have to go outside. Oh, Arturo Barrio is the artist's name. So he lived in this space, creating this installation. So he was working while he was here. And he documented there's fish heads in here, so it smells a little bit. God, what's it gonna smell like in November? That'll be kind of brutal. But yeah, Arturo Barrio, Venezia. And he started on May 16th. And then he was here until May 30th. And it was each time you spent a certain number of hours here. But you've got these works, paint on the wall, and then installations. This is a video screen of underwater. He clearly peed while he was here. This little pee bottle. He clearly drank while he was here. Some coffee grounds. Popcorn kernels, not so sure about. Maybe to feed the pigeons. Interesting. Not sure if you'll be able to hear me over the sound of the seas, but this is a work called Vertical Seas by Fabrizio Plessi. And this is the newly restored Venezia Pavilion. And all of these boats are angled at the same degrees. And they have in their hull videos of different seas. And obviously the noise is part of the installation as well. But no place like Venice do people understand the power of the sea. We're entering Ahmed Bassioni's work in the Egyptian pavilion, where he put sensors on his feet and on his body. That was a project that he was working on, which you can see right here, to see how it was a live performance in 2010, to see how the sensors would pick up body heat and transform into a digital code on the computer. And then the events, as he was doing this, the events in Egypt started unfolding, and he took video documentation, and so that's juxtaposed his performances. Like here are his feet moving. That's a performance in February of 2010. And there he is again. And it's juxtaposed with Tahrir Square on 25th of January 2011 events. And unfortunately, this artist was killed in the revolts in Egypt. So this pavilion is a bit of a tribute to the artist. Pretty valuable. How come no one has mentioned the Greek pavilion? You walk down this plank into the space. There's a sort of constant hum, and this is all water. Of course, it doesn't quite do it justice, just doing the video. But the entire pavilion is filled with water. And the outside of the pavilion, this was the pavilion that Peggy Guggenheim used to display her artwork the year that Greece decided not to participate, is covered in wood. I'll show you when we go outside, but this is like a James Turrell light piece almost. In the water, you can see it rippling there. I really think this is a cool pavilion. I don't know what kind of statement the artist is trying to make, but I also don't really care. Covered with this wood, the whole pavilion. And the artist's name is, the artist's name, who did the pavilion? Dioandi. Okay, great, thank you. Okay, so they decided to do the track and field at the American Pavilion after all. So this guy is running you can get enough audio to hear the rain coming down on the Swiss Pavilion. This is Thomas Hirschhorn's work, and it's crystal. I just put the thing away. Crystal of resistance. And so he's used all kinds of materials to simulate crystals coming into the space. I personally like the exercise equipment that's wrapped in foil and the TVs that have crystals coming out of them, and then the lawn furniture that's got cell phones taped to it.
Can you leave it here?
Here we are in the Scottish Pavilion. This is the work of Carla Black, and all of her work uses, she uses some art materials, like this is paper and chalk, but she transforms them so that the chalk becomes very powdery and takes on a different sort of substance than what you would normally see in art. This is like a cellophane with paint, and then she also uses dirt. And in this room, she's applied petroleum jelly to the dirt. And most of her works are on the floor because she feels like that's where we start out and that's where most of our accomplishments happen. And sugar she also uses in her work. Like this has sugar on paper. She also uses makeup. She doesn't like things telling us what to think about the work. She likes you to just experience the work. How do these works function in and of themselves? Sterilized topsoil, plaster, soap, glass, cardboard, paper, spray paint, and wire. Gosh, looks like there are, I don't know, limes or something in that soap. There's something embedded in the soap that literally smells amazing. And then here's more. Ooh, it just smells so good in here. It's quite cool looking. I love how the little path has been created just by negative space, leaving the dirt out of that area.